Hi, this is Mick, Elliott, editor of Electronics Specifier. I'm here on the Digi-key stand at Electronica with Dave Doherty, the President and Chief Operating Officer of Digi-key. Dave, welcome. First of all, can you just say, how's 2022 been for Digi-key?
Sure. Mick, first of all, it's great to see you again and great to be back here. 2022 has really exceeded our expectations. After the craziness in 2021 where we grew 64%, we wouldn't have been surprised if we saw a plateau, but yet there'll be another 10% plus growth even with the constraints of products. So we're happy where it's going to end up.
We're just talking about constraints of products, lead times. What have you done to kind of alleviate those for your customers?
Yeah, as much as possible. Like everybody else, we've been trying to get our hands on it, and thankfully, our supplier partners have really been good. They recognize that we're not going to supply a tier 1 automotive or even tier 1 EMS, and they recognize that while today's volume is important, you also have to set the seeds for tomorrow's volume as well. So, I've got to say that we're thankful that in many cases, I think we're getting our unfair share.
I guess a challenging year in some ways, in that you're trying to manage customer expectations as well with lead times and things like that. How did you handle relationships with customers and then suppliers as well?
Our customers have been remarkably patient. I think COVID has taught us a lot of things. It's through the pandemic. What's really important is family, friends, life. And so people put that in perspective. It doesn't make their day job any less stressful, but they're a little bit more understanding. That being said, they also have businesses to run, and we've been trying to offer them on the website alternatives, substitutes. Many cases there's new designs coming or retrofit products where they can't do new designs. Again, looking for those alternatives, and they've been great to partner with us to try to help each other.
And there's been a fair amount of flexibility, has there, with customers? When one part's not available, they'll transition?
The smart customers recognize that this hasn't been a game. This is probably the worst constraints that we've seen in my history, and it's been a while, 4 decades. But I think customers have been amazingly agile in doing what they can to support their end customers. Look at what's going on in life. The technology requirements haven't changed for our healthcare, for our energy, etc. We need technology, we need designs, and so folks are working overtime to make that happen.
And I guess another aspect of that is you've got an engineering team that can guide customers to solutions.
Big time. The nice part about a website is it's 24/7, it never sleeps, but on top of that, we've got some great engineers that work independently and with our suppliers to help when they're looking for alternatives or design suggestions, etc., or building blocks where maybe they were doing a discrete design, but we can give them a more highly integrated piece of the puzzle for them.
We're nearly out of 2022 now, so what are the challenges and opportunities for next year for Digi-key?
Yeah, I think for Digi-key and really all of the industry, there's going to be a resettling. And as much as people think some of this backlog is going to go through 2024, we're already seeing signs that things will start to free up. So there is hope, but I think it's all about mix now. I think we're hearing from customers, we're hearing from EMSs, distributors, even ourselves, that our mix isn't where it wants to be, where some of the products we have lots of them, but yet there's still products that we're waiting to arrive to fill to get to that historic high in-stock rate. And that should start to occur. Again, we're seeing it now, and I think throughout Q1 and early Q2, I'm hopeful.
Is it fair to say at the moment that it's passives and interconnect that are settling down a bit and there's still some issues in the semiconductor market?
I think it's very fair. You're spot on. The microcontrollers and some of the power MOSFETs maybe have even the highest concerns because those 6-8-inch wafers, there hasn't been a lot of capacity to expand on those. Controllers, I think CMOS technology, they're reacting fairly quickly, but again, yet to be seen. And then silicon carbide, there's going to still be some technologies around power that I think will extend longer than most of the others.
I guess it's encouraging, though, that some semiconductor manufacturers now are really investing in extra capacity.
Yeah, clearly. And even where they have been invested in capacity, those supply chain disruptions have not just been to our customers, but to our suppliers. Everything from the metals and the plastics and the labor and the disruptions to their factory logistics, trying to get that product shipped, things are definitely settling in.
And I guess one of the things with Digi-key, you've been investing in the business right through this, especially with the new distribution centre. So give us a feel for what that distribution centre, first of all, brings for you in terms of your efficiencies, and then what it delivers to your customers.
You bet. Well, the Digi-key model has been to aggregate worldwide demand in one location so that we can offer that broadest selection of NPI and standard traditional legacy products. So a bigger warehouse, a more efficient warehouse means more products, more suppliers, more efficiency. I think while Customers love the model. Any customer wants to make sure that they're paying for value, not for waste. So the additional automation, et cetera, will all play a role in helping us be more effective to serve our end customers, because that's really who it's all about.
Okay, and looking at the kind of product issues, and looking at you're looking to bring in more product, I guess, with Digi-key and new lines. Are there any specific areas you might be looking at?
I think all over. It's amazing to me. While I think we have almost every technology under the sun, I walk around the booths here and I still see things that are happening. But I'd say the general trends that I'm sure you're much aware of, the sensors, anything connecting the IoT. But I think what's really continuing to change is the integration. People want some of our core suppliers, but in a different form factor, a larger building block to get them accelerated into the design. So it'll be an interesting transition with our suppliers where we may be selling their core products, but in an integrated solution. And so we're selling to their end customers as our new supplier base and complementing that discrete level.
I mean, one of the things I've noticed is with Digi-key, you're taking a keener interest and adding lines in industrial automation. Is that an ambition for the future?
Yeah, no doubt. I think with the acceleration through COVID of accepting e-commerce and not being directly there but having direct solutions, we've heard for a long time as we do some of these tests, the survey feedback is, you're not only first to mind for semiconductors or passives or interconnect, but also for industrial solutions. And we said, but wait a minute, we don't offer a lot of those. So we thought, let's see what will happen. And the more we start to offer, the more acceptance we're getting from customers, and we're happy to service them with even a wider array of product.
Okay. And you'll be looking to add more lines there?
No doubt. I think that'll be some of the faster areas of expansion. Not only industrial automation, test or measurement, et cetera. Again, to a lot of those same core customers, many of them like the aspect of one-stop shopping. How can we additionally make their life easier by finding that product at Digi-key?
Okay, and does that mean you have to extend your applications engineering team in Digi-key, and also maybe add new expertise with things like software?
Yeah, it is no doubt. The application engineering team grows, gets stretched, but what our customers are telling us more and more is we want content online. We don't mind self-serving, but we have to find something. We look at in my everyday life, I'm learning that whether I'm buying a new piece of equipment for home use, I'm going to YouTube, and there's good, rich content. So more of those technical experts at Digi-key are being aimed at producing that content, because it's a one-to-many reach. When it's produced, it can be consumed anytime, 24/7, anywhere in the world.
And finally, there's obviously more focus now on the environment and energy efficiency. What's Digi-key's approach, if you like, to a green strategy?
Sure. Mick, you've been to Thief River Falls. It's a small community, it's a tight community, so we're very respectful of our relationship, not only in the community, but in the environment. So with this new building, there's a whole host of things, whether it's the 100% LED lighting, or the crossbelt is meant to stop when it's not active, and so you consume less power. We recycle all of the cardboard, all of the reels. Tape and reel is the most predominant form factor that we consume product. We have no plastic bottles in the building. We have more fixed containers. So wherever we can, we're going to look to shrink our footprint. It's important that we all play a role and are responsible with the environment.
Okay, Dave Doherty, President and CEO of Digi-key, thank you very much.
Mick, thank you. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.